I was popping everybody. Welcome to another video, another trade recap. Today I took 2 losses today, one break even trade. I'm gonna break down all of them. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? And all of that good stuff. So yeah, coming into the day, really I was bullish. Overall, I sent out to the group last night that I wanted to see this 4-hour high be my overall draw on liquidity. And then potentially to see a continuation even higher. Now, coming into market open, we ended up doing that. Looking at market open, I expected to see a continuation just because London had a very strong pullback into this hourly that was placed in the Asia session. To me, this is everything I needed to see to be bullish on the day and want to see price go higher. Now, where did I go wrong and why did I not capitalize, even though my bias was correct? Overall, coming into market open, I wanted to see what we actually got the retracement. So we got a retracement into this 15-minute, and from here, I really wanted to see some type of long setup from here. But as y'all can see, the opening candle just shot straight up. Ended up taking out my draw liquidity at the moment. So from here, I was really just waiting to see some type of reaction to see what price was going to give me. But I did end up getting something decent. Now the first shot I ended up taking came here. Now we put in an SMT. Well, we put in an SMT at this low here, and price ended up respecting this 1 minute. This is where I took my first long. We put in an SMT, price respected the gap. We got a change in the state right here. Once we got this change in the state, I entered long. Mainly just wanted to see that internal high be taken as the first deal order. I want to see a continuation through that. And as you can see, got chopped up, got stopped out. After that, this is now with this loss. The reason that this was a loss was because of the fact that we put in an SMT with the ES at this high. ES came and took this high already. I did not recognize that at the time of my entry. So that was completely my fault. ES took the high. I was lacking. I didn't recognize that. So I got stopped out pretty quick. Second trade, which was another loss, came a little bit after that. Am I happy with this trade? Either no, because honestly, all of my losses today, both of them I had reasons not to take them. There was an SMT at the high here. With this trade, the SMT at the low was still intact. We still had we were holding an SMT here, and I ended up taking a short once we got, like, it was off of this candle here. Once we got this reaction, or we were respecting, the inversion. Once we got that respect of the inversion, I ended up entering short, looking to see this unfilled gap and beyond, be filled. In hindsight, was that smart? No. Another thing also, if we're bullish on the day, if my overall sentiment on the high time frame is bullish, I shouldn't even be trying to take shorts. That's a whole another thing. That's my fault again. And then the third trade I took came here. Ended up taking this long here with my stop initially at this low. I went break even at this high. I wanted to see it push through. Ended up getting stopped at break even. And that was 3 trades. Now am I happy with today? No. I did a lot of things wrong. I failed to, wait for certain things. I failed to execute how I would have wanted to. It is a no news Monday as well, so it's just like you hate to give capital back on days like this and just lose. To be honest, I just hate to lose on days like this. So yeah, definitely something I'm gonna try to work on going forward as my no news Mondays approaches. And yeah, I'm gonna call it right here. To keep this short and sweet. Don't really have too much else to say. Ended up just chopping after that, getting slower price action. So there's not really much here for me to touch. So I'm gonna call it right here, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Peace out.